Hello, welcome to another Cracking the Cryptic video for the Wall Street Journal puzzle. This one's production number, where the product of the two digits there is written in those two cells, etc. So let's get cracking on this. There's a row here with three X's in. Now, an interesting thing about these X's is you can't put a 1 in one of them and get a two-digit number in the two cells below. So none of those X cells can contain a 1, but the row needs one. It can't be here because of that, so it must go here. Now, the remaining X's then in this row are going to use 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 as possible digits. Can any of them use 5? The only way that that could occur, and bear in mind 5 can't go in this cell by Sudoku, so one of them does use 5. But you can't put 5 in the second place in one of those, because the multiple sum below would either give another 5 immediately below it, or a 0, which doesn't exist in Sudoku. So 5 must come in the first cell in one of those instances, and 2 of them are ruled out by 5s in the grid, so this digit is the 5. That's going to mean that in the sum below we're going to get a 5 here, and this has to be an odd number, which is 3 or 9, leading to a 1 or a 4 here to make 5 times 3 is 15, or 5 times 9 is 45. So that's an interesting starting point. We're then going to get a 5 somewhere in these two cells. Again, it could be here if that digit is a 5, and indeed one of those two is going to be a 5. Can this be a 5? That would be in a sum under here, which would require one of these two digits to be a 5 to have a product ending in 5, and it can't be there because of this, and it can't be there with a 5 directly beneath it. So that digit cannot be 5 after all, and this must be 5, and now this must be 5 in row 3. So 5's a surprising way into this puzzle, perhaps, and there's all the 5's in the grid now. Now there's a 3 here just by Sudoku, that's all it can be, and then this sum is going to be either 31, 2, 4, 7, 8, or 9. No, not 9. Well, if you, not 8 actually. 31, 2, 4, and 7. Well, 37 is prime. That's not a candidate. 31 is prime. That's also ruled out. 34 requires a multiplication by 17, which we can't put there. So it must be 32 with a 4-8 pair above it, and they're resolved by this. So we've got one of these. Now, 9 is in one of those cells in the row. These are created from 2, 3, and 6. And that would give sums of 6 if 6 wasn't involved. That's not big enough, so 6 is involved. It's either 2 times 3 equals 12, that's not possible, or 3 times 6 equals 18, that's what it must be. That 3 forces this to be a 9, and the 45 sum is done there. This digit's a 2 by default, and then we can write 7 and 9 into row 7 as well. We've got a 3-8 pair here to resolve in the future. Now we've still got some more. Now here, what is that? 35 would have a 7 here, 85 would need a 17 here. So it's a 7 and a 3 for 35. We've still got 3 X's left to consider, and let's have a look at these. 5, 9, 1, 3, 6, 4, 8. The digits here are 2 and 7. Now it's either 27, which would require this to be a 3, 9 pair, but that's impossible. So it must be 72 with a 9, 8 pair above. And now we've got 1, 2, 4, 6 remaining in the row. I'm not going to fill those candidates in. What I'm going to do is solve 8 and 4 here. 2 and 7 across the way. And these are 1, 6, 9. Right, this digit must be known. It's a 7. I haven't approached this one yet. By Sudoku, this is 2, 3, 4, or 6. This one is 1, 2, 6, or 9. We've already discovered we can't put a 1 on these. So I'm ruling that out. Now this digit is either 2 or 9 by Sudoku. It sees 5, 7, 8, 3, 1, 6 and 4. Now 90 something is too high a product to feature from 2 Sudoku digits, so that must be a 2. And now we know it's either 6 times something equals 20 something, but that doesn't work because that would be 6 times 4 equals 24, and you'd have a repeat 4 here. So this must be a 9. It must be 9 times 3 equals 27, and there we go. That works fine. Let's look down the row. This has become a 7. This is not a 9. Found 9 there. This is 1, 6 or 8, as is this. In this column, we've got 2, 4 and 6 still to play with. Now, we can't have a 1 in one of these x's. We've discussed that. 80 something is too high. 81 is 9 times 9, so we're getting rid of 8. Now in this column, there's a 1, 6 pair, and that is 8. 8 times something to give 64, that would be 8 times 8. That's not possible. So this must be a 1. 8 times 2 equals 16. That's the last x done. And that's the last difficulty about the puzzle at all, I would say. 2 there, we get a 1 and a 4, 3 and a 9, 6, 8. What have we got in the top row? A 1 and a 4, 2 pair that aren't resolved. This is now a 7. That's going to fix lots of 7s. 1 and 4, 4 and 8 here, and 2 and 9. And relatively straightforward, I think, this one, production number. There we go. So that's how to solve it. Thank you for watching. We'll have another one along in a minute. Bye now.